Yes. The boys are back in town. 2 episodes in a row. IB is in the building. My
Got a
name
Billy
is Vinny
back?
We do 2 in a row. My name is
Hello,
Vinny
hello.
Paz. I'm here with my co-host with the co-most, the mystic, majestic, left, right, left kid. You are listening to Knock 'em Out the Box. This is episode 141. Mr. Long.
141 en sap.
Joining us 2 in a row is Irish Billy, who still has that
You say 2 in a row, like I'm not supposed to be here.
You're kind of you're like a one. You're like a once in a while friend.
He's got he's all.
He came.
Look at his.
No, he came last episode, so now he's 2 episodes in a row after skipping 3.
Last episode is
or 4.
Crazy. Hey,
I didn't appreciate what you called me a couple episodes ago, like Billy misses a lot, or what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I called you a bail bondsman.
Yeah.
Billy bails a lot. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that.
Look at his tan and his flowing mane.
This is called pontoon boat hair.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this is called? We haven't seen him in a long time. So long that his hair is long.
It's long, and he now has a tan like George Hamilton.
He's like fucking Castaway. You know what I'm saying? Like he looks like
Wilson.
Yeah, he's Tom Hanks hair halfway through Castaway.
His hair's longer. His beard's longer. He's got a nice tan on him. He looks like George Hamilton.
Did you get stuck on a desert island? That would be the story you should have gone with. Sorry, guys, couldn't record. Was on a desert island talking to a fucking volleyball for the last 2 months.
I brought the boys fishing. We went astray. 3-hour tour. They're looking
on a 3-hour tour.
Billy and the boys. He loses his mind on an island with those kids.
And well, see, instead of selling my story, I'm back here with you guys.
Right. Instead of becoming a Forrest Gump-esque character that is a media darling, you're back where you belong with KEOTB.
Yes.
All right, guys. Real.
Hey, little buddy.
Real quick before we get into the bigger card of the weekend. I don't know if you even saw this, B. You know Andrew Tabiti, the heavyweight from.
I saw it.
Yeah, 21-2 versus a guy named Jacob Dixon, 14-1 heavyweights in Accra, Ghana. It's on Friday afternoon. I'll probably maybe watch it that night and see what's going on over there.
I saw that.
It's like
homecoming, I guess, for him.
Yeah. Is this going to be filmed on
over a year?
He hasn't. He can fight a little bit, and then you see him, you hear him, he disappears. That's not. You're not long for a boxing career when you do that. So he's
35.
That's what I mean, B. So if he's trying to make a run here, a coming home thing,
I don't think this is
this is it. This isn't the launching pad, is what you're saying, B.
So I didn't put it on the. I didn't put it on
the. Just letting our guys know
the sketch.
Just, if you're bored on Friday, guys, at work, 2 p.m. East Coast time on the Zone. I think Andrew Tabiti gets the win, and then, we'll see where he goes from there. This weekend in New York City, B will be there representing Knock 'em Out the Box in full motherfucker.
I'll be in the house. So, if you guys want to say what's up, come say what's up. I will be at this card.
The theater at the Garden. Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing, New York City. First and foremost, we have a highly regarded guy on this show, Andy Cruz, 5-0, 2 KOs, versus Hirinori Mishiro, who can fight, 17-1, 6 KOs. IBF title eliminator, guys. The winner of this fight is going to get, because Raymond Morataya has now been, he's been email champed after the announcement of the retirement of the great Vasyl Lomachenko. So right now, Ray Morataya is the IBF championship. The winner of this fight gets him next. Whoever wins, that's a great fight. B, talk to me about this fight. Talk to me a little bit about Hirinori Mishiro. We don't get to see Japanese fighters here. We have to watch them there at the middle.
Right. So now this isn't Sunday morning or Saturday night or Monday afternoon or mid-morning Monday.
Correct.
You're getting it fucking East Coast Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. Andy Cruz, Cuban defector, training at where?
Philadelphia.
The fighting city of Philadelphia. So I will assume, keeping up with tradition now, that I will be in a building with Jaron Boots Ennis. So he will likely be at this fight, and I will continue to be a Bootsy. All right, that's a Boots groupie.
And you're gonna get him on the show, is what you're saying. So guys, next week, B has landed.
I think Vinny might have a new co-host next week, and it might
Right.
be Boots Ennis because
Back you up.
the only way he'll do it is if I don't do it.
Right. I'm only
Um,
sitting with my Philly guy.
that's it.
He's gonna
So I'm
tell
hoping that we get to see Boots, maybe get to see a little bit of maybe some other Philly fighters. I don't know. Or his dad will be there. His dad's training Andy Cruz, so Bozy will be there. Boots will be there. But Andy Cruz, Hirinori, Mishiro. Don't know much about him.
B, that one loss is a weird, wonky, technical draw. You know those wins, you go, wait, something happened here. It's not, he didn't get packed up or nothing, where you go, oh, look, he fought one real guy, and the time he fought one real guy, he got packed up. This is not that situation. This was a TD. I think it was a cut. Midway through something weird happened. So let's not say, oh yeah, he fought a real guy at 35 and got packed up.
Right.
I'm just saying he can fight. Billy,
Okay.
do you have anything for Andy Cruz, Hirinori, Mishiro? I'm very interested in both
Betting
the odds and the
Yeah.
line.
Just the odds here at minus 1600. Andy Cruz.
I mean, 16-1 is wild, man. Billy, are you doing this on your phone or the computer in front of you?
It's on the
Currently
computer?
on the computer.
What if sometimes I type the words over,
Right.
under, in, and some small company for sickos. Well, I found it a couple times. B, do you think that's wild? Or do you think
I'm
that's
looking now.
Do you think that's a
It's pretty wild considering Mishiro is a top 20 guy. They
Billy,
really
that's where even if B and I are not predicting an upset special, you gotta throw like 20 on there. Why this guy can fight?
Yeah.
What is it again? 1400 or 1600?
16.
16-1, bro. All right, 5-1, 6-1. Andy Cruz is really good, by the way. Really good.
Dude, that's fucking wild odds.
It's just disrespectful. I'm more saying, B, that's
Yeah.
disrespectful to Mishiro than Andy Cruz not being elite, because I think he is an elite fighter. I think he's in that percentile, of special.
I'm still not seeing the over under.
Okay. Then, so we got to return back to this on the day of the fight. Because depending on what it is, Brendan,
All right, so
these guys can't punch.
Mishiro's it's going to go the distance.
Right. So we love that over, whatever it is. It's probably
Yeah.
10.5 if it's eliminator and it's going 12. That's
It's scheduled for 12. I'm thinking 10.5.
Yeah, those bastards in
Bastages.
them Fargan bastages in Vegas always put it there. So you got to
Fargan ice holes.
Fargan ice shows. Maroney declares this is Fargan war. Richardson Hitchens, 19-0, 7 KOs, New York City, versus George Kambosos, Kambosos, 22-3, 10 KOs, IBF 140-pound title. This guy's amount of chances and lucking his way into fights is, I'd like to say second to none.
Made the most of a Twitter account.
Made the most out of a Twitter account and talked himself into 5 big fights and another 2 pretty big ones. So 7 paydays.
But the last time he fought in this hallowed hall, he became undisputed.
Yes, he did. What are the odds for Richardson Hitchens, George Kambosos, Irish Billy?
We have minus 1400 Hitchens and 10.5 rounds.
Hitchens is going to beat the shit out of this George Kambosos, but
might stop him.
I don't know. Does he get into the 11th and 12th is the question.
Well, I mean, I think Hitchens really should push here. He's
going to dice him up, B. He's going to carve him up with that jab, the range. He's going to do it all from the outside. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hitchens is a big guy, right?
Yes.
I think he's, in every calculable measure, he's better than Kambosos.
There's nothing that
he's faster, he's stronger.
better than Richardson Hitchens. None.
I think Hitchens needs to make a statement here, and I
I
think
do
this is
too.
the guy to do it with. I think Kambosos has been in some rough fights. I think that he's a little shop worn,
He
on
is.
top of not being that good to begin with. This is a guy you stop with volume if you can't one punch knock him out. Kind of know who you are.
Iron chin. He took one L by KO to Loma, and it
The
was to the
Loma
body.
to the
It was to
body.
the body. Um,
I'm just saying, get it so he's not defending himself.
I think you have to push, like you said, all the things we talked about on our last show about a guy like Tiger Johnson. Step to this guy.
Well, like Kambosos, what does he try to do normally? He tries to counterpunch.
Yes.
Tries to stand there, let you throw, and then he throws one back and tries to counterpunch.
But
I
Hitchens can step to this guy and slide his counters because he's that,
correct.
like you said, he's that good.
He's that
This
good.
isn't, th-
And I,
this
and I
isn't,
think he's just going to be bigger and too far away. He should stay at range, far away from Kambosos in the beginning. Pick him apart with the jab,
yeah,
change levels on
he's
it.
gonna dice him up with that jab and have his eye fucked up by the fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
Just off that jab alone. Billy, here's the thing. Hitchens is 19-0, but only 7 KOs. So, all right, you don't have the real power, but he is bigger than this guy naturally. This guy is a bit shop worn. Loma beat him up. He lost twice to Haney. And his last fight, Billy, he went life and death with like the local guy that drinks at the bar that's just tough and they throw
Yeah.
him in. And he went life and death, and the kid was landing. So B's on to something. Is Hitchens going to throw a 1-2 and spark this kid out? No, I don't believe so.
It's up to no, agreed. It's up to
I-
Hitchens to really put the pedal to the
B,
metal.
he
And then
needs to
from
be told to step to him and
7
get
to
out of the
10
Yeah.
is going to be important.
I
If it
agree.
gets past 10, he ain't getting him out of there. Hitchens' own fatigue will set in. But even if he doesn't get the knockout, fine. I want to see him try in those 3 rounds.
And I want to see him beaten up. Not I don't want to see a Devin Haney-esque performance.
Comfortable win, just a comfortable win.
No, he drubbed
Yeah.
him and packed him up, and he's done.
Right. I want to see Hitchens, for
I
lack
think
of
you
a better
see-
term, not make mistakes, but take some risks to get Kambosos out of there, and we'll see what Hitchens is made of in terms of Kambosos, landing a counter shot or whatever. I think Hitchens has a good enough chin. Again, big enough. I don't think he's not powerful.
No.
This is a guy to do it against. He's a low volume
And
guy,
he's coming up in
Kambosos.
weight. So
Yeah.
he couldn't crack a 35. He's not gonna.
No, and he doesn't throw a lot of punches. So it's
I
beat the
think
shit out of this guy.
I think Richardson Hitchens boxes for 3 rounds. He's on the jab. He's just on the stick. That's
Yep.
it. Puts a right behind it, just as a measure, just to measure distance. I think 4 on. I want him to be told. Step
Try to get him out of there.
Step to him. Bring the fight to him. We know that he's looking to counter.
Right.
You're good enough defensively to slip his counter.
Right.
So, I don't like some people. I don't like what's coming back at you. Slip what's coming back to you and shoot off the counter off his counters.
Try to get him to bite on a feint.
Feint or catch and shoot his counter, big. Get him to
Yeah.
if he's leading, feint. Either use that foot feint or the head
Yeah.
feint to get him to bite and crack him.
Yeah.
And then when Kambosos tries, if he does, unless he just gets eaten up, when he throws back, catch and shoot.
Well, Kambosos cheats a little bit, so he'll anticipate you to throw a punch so he can get his counter started. You know what I mean? It's not like a total reflex slip and shoot guy. So what I'm saying with Hitchens is Hitchens try to get him. See if Hitchens can feint. Kambosos throws a air ball counter. Counter the counter.
That's what I said.
Yeah, counter the counter.
I love that the game plan in both of our minds is counter his counters.
Counter his counter.
Slip it or catch and shoot off the counter.
Yeah.
So we want to see 2 things from Mr. Hitch. Either slip his counter and crack him with your own, or catch and shoot. Cover up, high guard. He's got those long arms, so he can tuck his elbows for the body shots. Earmuffs on, shoot off of that and catch whatever's coming back. Or like you said, he's good enough defensively to slip it or catch and shoot. He can pick.
I mean, or if he just wants to bully him because he's big,
He
and
could just eat it right.
just get on that You know what I mean? The
Yes,
hard
yes. Step
jabs.
to him. That's what you say in
Right.
the court. Step to this motherfucker.
Right. Get him
That's what I
out.
want to hear. I don't want to hear it softly. Yo, pick it up a little bit, son. I want to hear step to this motherfucker and let your shit fly.
Yeah.
And see what happens. See what happens. I'm cool with 3 rounds, Brendan. Pop him with the jab, bust
Yeah.
that eye open, put her right behind it just to measure it where you're at and where he's at and how he's going to react to that shot coming. You know, to that, and then
Look,
step to him.
This is one of the most least talented, highly regarded guys in Kambosos.
Yeah, maybe ever.
Maybe.
You're getting into Carlos Baldomir,
Right.
territory here. Is this the worst lineal guy ever?
Yeah.
He certainly is modern era.
Sure.
It's you got to flip a coin between Baldomir and Kambosos.
Yeah.
And then you have to give the nod to Kambosos because he beat someone who almost croaked. At least Baldomir beat Zab, who was
good.
In his 20s. I think Zab is still in his 20s when he beat
definitely in his 20s.
Yeah.
Definitely in his 20s. Like, it's
prime Zab Judah, fast hand, southpaw, beat good guys. Could have been one of the all-time greats,
Yeah.
No, we're not going to get into that, but could have.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Billy, this is another one we got to see. I think, there's my heart and my head. I think Richardson Hitchens stops him late just by carving him up, not because he's heavy-handed or a destroyer in there. I think it just gets ugly. And Kambosos' corner.
Kambosos' corner, you think is going to? I think they're going to. They're going to stop it.
Stop it in the 10th.
Okay, I like it.
I think he's cooked.
Okay.
I think it's a very
stopped in the 10th.
Yeah.
Taking the under in the 10th. So the first part of the 10th, or you taking the over?
Tao comes flying in.
Right, but it's 10. Oh, that would be the 11th, right? So you're saying it's the under. Okay.
No, I don't know. If it's 10.5, it goes into the 11th, right?
Yeah.
So
Bill, what do you got?
The under. Yeah, he probably doesn't have it yet.
Any odds? I mean,
it's 10.5.
It's 10.5. Oh, it's 10.5 is the over under. Oh shit.
Of course.
What is the under versus the over?
I think the over
I mean?
was
more like
plus. Yeah, I could pull it up.
Hey, yo,
pull it out. Pull it up.
Pull it up.
What else am I gonna do?
Right. What else you got? What else is going on?
Well, what is going on? Are you all right there, Bill?
No.
He's not.
All right. So we also got I'll be there. I'm excited. Very excited.
Billy, how sloshed is he going to be, and how is he going to misbehave?
No, man.
Who's he going with? That's the question.
Myself.
Is this Raynon going?
No.
Is this Paulie going?
No.
Is this Algieri going?
No.
I don't believe that.
I'm going Dolo.
That's not happening, Billy.
I'm going to meet up with Adam.
All right, Adam does behave himself.
I know. He's a great guy and a responsible gentleman.
Whose powers are more strong, Billy? Adam to influence B to behave, or B to influence Adam to be disobedient?
I think Adam's strong. Yeah, and he's working.
Yeah, so. Indeed. Love Adam.
I might have to take back this refusal to go this weekend. And
you told me I asked you, and you told me it's Father's Day. And then you blame me for not peer pressuring you, for just leaving you alone after you said no.
I've been trying to get breakfast in bed for 5 years now.
I don't like food in bed.
Oh, gross. Well, that's what my wife says, and it's just the one thing I want.
It's gross.
You really want breakfast in bed, like on that tray?
That thing that you carry in and sit on.
You know what happens to me when I think about that? I think like
Billy in his nose?
No, not about Billy's situation. Just breakfast in bed in general is too close to like being too ill to leave a bed where someone has to feed you in it.
It hovers on that.
It gives me like this feeling of like,
you're hospice now. You're hospice long.
That's it. And I don't like it. I want to hop up. I want to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be. I
Do
want to
you
be
guys
fat.
doing with salt, pepper, ketchup down there?
Billy,
No
he
ketchup.
sends me this thing. This is, I'm doing air quotes to people who can't see me. This is our
Our
cheesesteak
cheesesteak.
with
That's
the
not a thing.
implication that they
We
invented
invented it.
the breakfast sandwich, Billy.
It's not a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, he thinks Long Island invented a bacon, egg,
And so
cheese
does Tim. So does your
sandwich.
hero Tim Dillon.
I do love Tim Dillon. That's neither here nor there. Him believing it just makes him as dumb as you, but he's still hilarious. Billy, back me up that this is fucking heresy.
Yeah, heresy.
Oh, it's
Exactly what I said.
Oh.
This is silly.
No, I've had them by you. They're horrible.
No, that you're lying. You know
I
they're not
have.
horrible.
They're horrible.
I believe you've had them. You know they're not horrible.
Have one here, and then have one there.
I gotta go to the Aki spot where it's beef bacon or
No, we'll get you turkey
beef
bacon. I
bacon or turkey bacon.
I get turkey bacon, egg, and
Yeah,
cheese.
you're out. You're out. They're better here. Back you up.
No, they're not.
All I know is I want to be fed in bed.
Mm-hmm. You
As
be
much as
feed
Bed
possible.
in bed. This is
It's
Hey.
a little disturbing. A little disturbing.
that's. I respect your wishes.
I
okay?
do too.
But if you're asking me and Vin, that's not the thing I want on Father's Day. You know what I want on Father's Day?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what I want?
Oh no.
I think I know.
Cold 12-pack
In silence.
and some boxing highlights.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be silent. The whole family could watch with me. I just want everyone to enjoy it, or at least act like they enjoy it, like this.
Fake the
Like
fun.
when I'm going like this. See that? See that? And they go, "Yeah,
see
Dad."
see him hook off that jab?
Yeah, Dad, I
Dad,
did
saw
see
it.
him. I'm so happy.
I
I'm
saw
so
it.
happy I saw that, Dad. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Dad. Instead of what I normally get is, can you please go in the other room to watch that? And you're screaming. You're scaring everybody by screaming at the TV. They can't hear you.
We want yoga.
Now imagine if you were doing this in bed. I didn't say you can't get a 6-pack in bed as well.
Are you saying that you want me to
12-pack?
join you in bed like Charlie and the
is.
Chocolate Factory?
He is.
I
With a
mean,
12-pack
we're both dads,
and a
so
fort.
it's fine.
You guys will make a little fort. A little fort.
A little fort? Do we go like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, how they slept like feet to head?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we can chit chat.
That is one of the most diabolical, weird parts of that movie.
Head
That-
to
oh,
feet, your
but that-
private areas are still in alignment, though.
Still
so why
touching.
is that less gay? When people say
And
that,
I don't want to smell
no,
your.
this is gay. This is.
I don't want
gay.
to smell your
Right.
stinky dogs.
If you force me into that situation where it's that or death, the last thing I want is dirty hose.
Well,
in front of my neck
here's
on
my
top
other
of
thing.
it.
Why are his maternal grandparents and paternal grandparents
It's-
sleeping in the same bed together?
Pack that movie up.
That is very
Pack up
incestuous.
Willie.
Willie.
43-year-old Nonito Donaire is coming back after 2 years of not fighting, and prior to that, 2 losses in a row. Future Hall of Famer, 42-8.
Great on the mic.
Great. Yes.
Has a great career as a broadcaster.
Yeah, and he's a Hall of Fame fighter if he stayed retired. Versus Andres Campos, 17-2, 6 KOs. He lost to Sonny Edwards and got packed up by Joselito Velasquez, who we've seen recently. This is for an IBF interim bantam championship, so it's a real fight. I don't know what I don't know what he has. You know, it's of course you.
I don't either, and I don't know how he still makes this weight. You know, by being a
Where is
part-time
this,
fighter.
and is it being aired? Is this one of those weird fights that's not even being? I don't. Did someone pick it up? He is a name. He is a name guy.
I'm looking now.
And it's for a belt. I mean,
No, dude, it's in Buenos Aires. He's going to Argentina to fight for an interim belt at this stage in his career. Hey, man, for the love of the game, I guess, right?
he must love it.
He's got to love it.
I hope it's because he doesn't need money. I'll say
No,
that.
it's. I don't think. I know people that are close with him.
So do I. Yeah, I know
I
people who
found
train
odds.
with him. And
Got odds? What do you got?
Yeah.
Come on, put
Minus-
action on this.
Yeah.
Donaire -350.
He's a 3.5 favorite.
And then what's the? Is there an
I
over?
don't see
Andres
an over.
Campos.
I don't see one. No, I don't see an over on there.
Bill, it's interesting.
Nonito Donaire wins a unanimous decision against Andres Campos to be the new IBF interim bantamweight championship. Donaire and the over.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
Now, what you need, Billy, to get cooking this weekend is the Hitchens over and under, and the
We'll get it.
Andy Cruz.
We'll get you.
All right, I'm
We'll
gonna
definitely
say
get you.
upset special.
Oh boy.
Mhm. And Nonito drops the UD to a Chilean guy
I only look. I only see him losing
who's moving up.
by being 43 and getting clipped.
That's what. Okay. All right. You're probably right.
If his chin can, if his punch resistance is there at all, I think he can eke out a win over this Campos. Billy Betts has been discussed. He's what's it called? He's down because of these horses. They got right now. Are you down? Injured, like
Probably around break even.
you know what that means.
Had a couple bad weeks.
It's time to get back up, baby.
You gotta get on a heater.
It's only one way.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You gotta.
It's only one way.
You
There's
don't play, you can't win.
Kambosos who wears fucking leather driving gloves to take a fucking beating while Brendan is there yelling at him.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but
Of course, because
tune
you'll
in.
be intoxicated.
Yeah, and for those of you that
As you
might,
would say, Brendan, it's not catching, it's fishing.
it's a
Right. We have
fishing,
mail.
not catching.
That's
We do have some mail.
Mhm.
Yo, if you guys want to catch me though, I will also be at Diamantes. So find that, look it up on your Google.
Yeah, go show Dave Diamante some love.
Yeah,
and
we'll
go before and after.
go before and after and drink drinks. All right, this is from Justin Holt. He says, "What's up, fellas? Long time listener. Just finished the podcast and heard you guys saying you watched the Shigeoka fight but didn't see the aftermath." Okay, so this is a couple of
Yes, he's right. We said
eps ago.
we said
Yeah.
we didn't see him pass out or any.
Mhm.
I did. Yeah. So
He said, I watched live on the ProBox TV app and it showed everything. It's the first time in a while I actually had tears in my eyes having to watch someone's lifeless body get stretchered out
oh no.
of the ring. After the decision was read, Shigeoka went back to his corner and was holding his head. Next thing you know, his corner was slapping him and trying to wake him up as his
Oh,
eyes were
no.
rolling and he was slumped. You can see the other fighter and his people look very distracted with the chaos during the post-fight interview. When his corner tried to stand him up, he was completely limp. You knew it was bad news when they laid him down to get him out of there, and his leg was all bent up, completely unconscious.
Oh,
Praying
no.
for him and his family.
As are we. I didn't.
Yeah.
That's.
He says, "Peace, fellas. Excellent album, Vin. I got the physical, so thanks for the hard work."
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
That's awful.
I haven't heard anything, be good or bad. Have you?
No.
Like on Twitter or anything? Is he?
Just that, like the brother was saying that they can take him off of the anti-inflammatories that he was starting to like,
Okay.
you know, but
The swelling was coming down that was around the brain, I'm assuming.
yeah,
Right?
but like
Okay.
but he said like it's a long road ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Inshallah, he'll be okay, man.
The next one is from our boy Cedric. Cedric, what up?
What up,
He
Cedric?
says he wants to wish us a happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. You too.
You too. And may y'all be blessed with many, many more. I got to start off by saying Thursday night fights on ESPN were a thoughtful ideal. This is actually really, I really like what he writes here. He says, what I mean by this is Israeli dog walking Gagnon was laughable. That kid Gagnon didn't know how to throw a punch, as if they just found him on a corner store and threw him a couple bucks to step in the ring on that very night. My 7-year-old punches harder and has more technique than Gagnon. In fact, the entire card was one-sided all night long. It seemed what they're doing up in Canada is stacking every fight to put on a good card, when in turn made it seem very amateur. It's not Vinny's fault hip and masses to tune into the card. I blame the promoters and people up there running the ship. It was just the laughing stock of a show, in my opinion anyways. You got to get one guy getting punched, twisting his ankle against Moreno Fendero. Chris Knapp's Bill Meisters didn't seem like he wanted to be in there with Fendaro, so he faked an injury instead of getting sparked out. Just a wonky fight card all around. I agree sometimes with these cards.
Well, hey, when we spoke about it, we said, "Yo, get this guy in." All right, so we thought Christopher Guerrero was on there.
Right.
What was the line that Erman said? Who we didn't get to see? I forget it.
Yeah.
I wrote it
Yeah.
down, but whatever that was.
Yeah. You said it
Said it
last
last
episode.
episode.
Yeah. We're
And
not going to see him tonight or something. Yeah.
right, something weird, Cedric. So that kid's good, and we don't know that Christopher Guerrero is really good. Who knows what the opponent would have put up against him? The Wolf, Artur Bjornov, who I'm chirping about and saying you guys got to watch him. He just dog walked this guy. They got to put these guys in with live bodies. So you're right, Cedric. But this is promotional stuff. Eye of the Tiger has built these guys up, which I respect. But then there comes a time where, all right, at least, if not top 10, at least top 20.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Cedric, you're not wrong.
You called for that last episode.
I'm calling for it, Cedric, for both of those guys. The Latino guy in the main event, the guy that's number 6 at Ring, that's at 175. Ring's got him at number 6. He was in the main event. He's packing everybody up. He fought the kid that was
Alberto
Ramirez.
Ramirez, yeah.
So you got to put Ramirez in with a real guy. The Wolf is 30 years old, guys. This isn't a kid. He just turned 30. He's peaking, physical peak, everything. He does everything well. He's ready now. Get him in there. We rattle off people that are at 140.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he needs to be in there, in my opinion. Let's see real quick, who is there. All right, champion. I guess Teofimo is abandoning that belt at 40, Brendan.
I don't know.
Hitchens, Albert Puello, Jack Catterall, Arnold Barbosa, Liam Pardo, Subriel Matias, Gary Antoine Russell, Sander Martin, Dalton Smith, Andy Hirauka. He can fight all of those guys right now, basically, except Teofimo. If you put the Wolf in there, I'd go, that's a fight.
It's competitive. Absolutely.
All of those guys. And by the way, he's not on here. And I think he should be. I think he's better than at least 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
That I named. At least.
Weird. They fly under the radar there. So I like that they're getting some exposure. But you and Cedric are right. Like, let's move these guys.
That's part of what we're trying to say to Cedric. If there's a balance.
Yeah.
I like that they're staying busy. I like that we just saw the Wolf. You know what I mean?
And then saw him again.
And then saw him again. So I like that part of it. But if I'm trying to get a guy like Cedric, who's watching with his kids too, and his kid said, "Yo, Pop, this is a little bit boring. Everyone's getting dog walked on this whole card." All right, now these guys, Cedric, the lower end of that card, you're probably not going to see that because they're trying to stack the card and see where these other guys are at. These young guys with a couple fights. But the main event, the Christopher Guerreros, who just magically disappeared, Wolf and Ramirez need to be fighting top 10, top 15 guys next. I said he's number 6 at the Ring, and he absolutely should be top 10, the Wolf, meaning at 140. Agreed. All those guys, Cedric, I named, with the exception of Teo, I go, this is a fight. And Teo, it looks like he's trying to leave 40 and fight guys at 47. It looks like. Brendan said, what did he say? He had a hat on with the PBC.
Yeah, last episode I said yeah,
an IG saying
on Monday on his IG story it said 816 and he was adjusting a
PBC ad. And that, for guys who don't know what that means, that's the date of the Tank Lamont Rhodes card. So what that would imply is he's going to be on that card. Do somehow made his way 40 or 47, and who it could be, I don't know. Brendan's really good at that. Brendan's good at saying, you know who it might be, and he'll say it, and it'll happen. I have no idea who it is.
I don't know either.
None. And I don't know if it's at 40 or 47. How about that?
Right.
I don't even know.
I have to look at PBC's roster.
Yeah, and then go from 40
and possibly Top Rank's roster, because if they're starting to share fighters.
And possibly Matchroom.
Possibly.
I mean, not high probability, but these were 0 probability before. You got to put like a couple percentages in there. It's probably 90% another PBC guy.
or Top Rank guy.
Right.
Because of the Amazon connection.
And then a sliver of a guy that he goes, I'll let him go over there for tonight.
Alone.
Because Cedric, I hear you.
So
You're not
Cedric
wrong.
also says, lastly, do y'all have any boxing book? I do. Boxing book recommendations to hit me to. It's the one I give everybody, which is called A Dark Trade. It's called Dark Trade by Donald McRae. Dark
Amazing
Trade
book.
by Donald McRae. It's the best boxing book probably ever. And then, of course, Four Kings by George Kimball.
Cedric, they're both must-haves in the collection.
He said, I read Atlas's book recommended by Vinny years ago on the JRE podcast. Great
Really
book.
good. Really good.
And Teddy is a goon. He's an American treasure. Thank
Yes,
y'all
he
for
is.
taking the
Both.
time to respond to my comments and questions. Pablo making a guest appearance was a nice touch as well. Much
Little
respect.
shot at Billy. I like that.
I
Cedric,
like
have
it.
a nice Father's
I
Day.
like it. Have
Look
a
at that
great,
mug. He just
have a
came on.
wonderful Father's Day. And
Cedric,
yeah,
Billy's got a scowl on right now.
I think we may have to get Billy and Pablo in a loser leaves town match. And to once and for all settle
Falls count anywhere?
Falls
The,
count
the
anywhere.
problem is Pablo wouldn't hurt a fly. Me, on the other hand.
Billy, that is a problem. Billy is a accomplished backyard wrestler. He has a finisher, and he's ready. Pablo will just get mauled. Pablo's a jobber. He would do the job.
Vince,
tell
do
you
I hit him
something.
with the Irish goodbye
Uh-huh.
off the top?
That's his finisher.
Pablo's a former skate rat.
It's very
So,
true. He'll use
you
a
know what?
skateboard. He'll skate to the ring on a deck and then hit Billy with it. If it's no
No.
DQs.
What do you think, Bill? Do you want to set it up?
I mean,
Would you
I'll
guys
definitely set it up.
Yeah, listen, I got an
See
idea.
that confidence? He's like, I mean, if you want Pablo to die,
You
and take
can.
the Irish
I'll set it up
finisher.
in my backyard.
Uh-huh.
We'll get some bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
Can your
All right.
oldest ref it?
And
Only if Adam does the graphic
The graphic
promo.
of you and Pablo.
Oh, we'll get
Yeah.
Adam to do the graphic of you and
Whoa.
Pablo. Whoa, like a facing
you-
off.
Yes.
Can your oldest be the ref? In the
Mine?
gimmick. Yeah, in the gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mia's the referee.
Yeah, in the gimmick. The stripe.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Not the boxing gimmick with the
No, I
bow
know.
tie. The
You gotta
stripe
have the
gimmick.
like the zebra.
Yeah. Like Dick
Yeah.
Worley.
Right, like she works at Foot Locker.
His name was
Dick Worley.
And your referee, Dick Worley. I was like, as a little kid, I was like, that seems off. That's wrong, Dick Worley.
That's a funny name, Dick Worley.
Yeah. With drunken fucking Gordon calling. He was like eight vodka and crayons in.
Bill, did you what does the Irish goodbye consist of, or I just have to see it?
I believe that it's
a tornado DDT off the top rope.
The Irish goodbye.
I got it. I got to train Pablo.
You do.
I'm getting Pablo in shape.
You do. You're taking to the Monster Factory.
I gotta get it. I gotta get.
You got to take Pablo to Johnny Rod's.
I'm gonna be Bobby the Brain Heenan of this. You could be Mr. Fuji.
The Weasel. Yeah, I'm fucking throwing salt in someone's eyes.
Yeah.
Right. Pablo's eye. Pablo
Fuji.
loves Mr. Fuji too. So it would be devious if I was to be Billy's guy and you do the Mr. Fuji too.
And you were Fuji?
Yeah.
Oh,
salt
man.
right in the eye.
I like it.
We could have Ray Known will be the mouth of the South.
And you know how Muda spit the mist?
Yeah.
They meant different things. The green meant something, the red meant something. Billy spits green, but it's beer. Like when they dye the beer on
Patty's.
Oh,
right.
yeah,
So he spits
that's
green
great.
beer in Pablo's eye.
Just workshopping a wrestling match.
Just workshopping.
All right, you guys can find me at the Killer B24 on Twitter, at I_no_that_kid on IG. Find us at KOTB Boxing on IG. Write us at KOTBBoxing@gmail. And you can watch our podcast at KEOTB Podcast on YouTube. Remember to rate the show, like the show, write a comment, feeds the algorithm. If you want to advertise, send us an email. We'll think about it.
All of that is true. My name is Vinny Paz. You can reach me at BoxCutterPazzy on Instagram, at Vinny_Paz on Twitter. New record is out now, God Sent Vengeance, streaming everywhere. If you're more into physical products such as myself, CDs, tapes, vinyl, hoodies, jackets, everything. Knock 'em out the box t-shirts available at jmtstore.com. We will see you next week. Say goodnight, Billy.
Good night, Billy.